I guess.
And what? That's right. That's right there. So,
all right. So today's date is
March
April 31st.
Why are we dating the video?
It's March. It's not
because
a
she's
video.
a nice girl.
She's got a nice boob.
It's
It's March
February
30th.
of 1946. And
The year was
we are
1969.
hiding in Frank's attic
Obama
Closet.
just got reelected.
in 1946.
I'm gonna need a profession and an household instrument and what's
Okay,
another
I'm
improv
a half-orc barbarian, and I have a fortitude save of +4. Alex?
The fuck was that accent?
Alex,
I'm
what
a
are you?
4-day barbarian.
He's a newfie. Yeah, it is a nerd and a newfie.
Oh my god.
Nerfy.
Just go to the bar there, you bud.
Just,
Oh yeah, should we bother? No, the fuck.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead.
Fuck it, I'm Luke.
I'm Maddie.
Robin, for those with the visually impaired.
Fuck blind people.
Fuck.
I'm
Great.
Alex 2.
I'm Alex 3.
No, you're 1.
No, you're
No,
right.
Connor's Alex.
Connor, yeah.
who's Connor? I'm Lionel.
Nerfy.
Nerfy is here.
I'm really offended by that term. Nerfy.
Lionel's a cool black guy.
Yeah,
Lionel
Lionel
Richie.
Richie.
I know, he's my favorite artist. We have the same name. He was on Oprah a few times. They're really good friends. So I'm a new member of the group. My name's Lionel. I'm just in town for a few weeks from Newfoundland. Everyone calls me a Nerfy. I don't know why. It's really weird.
I wonder if they ever play with like fake guns that shoot foam darts, and then they can't call them Nerfs because they like get everything mixed up. Nerfs.
We don't do that. That's not at all what we do. We
It's
fish
a
and we
Nerf.
drink, and that's our life.
It's
It's really
very.
depressing.
We also drink fish.
I was told that the topic that you guys have been discussing lately.
Max versus.
Yeah,
Max
I've
versus
been
PC.
told that I listened to the original podcast and I heard that it was Max versus PC, and we really wanted to talk about that today, especially since I'm a new member of the group. So I figured I could add some interesting insights. Alex just threw a maraca at me.
One of the key points of Mac versus PC is like last week.
The PCs have really fucking dropped it in recent terms. Honestly,
You know what we have a real serious problem with out east is the PQ. Party Québécois. Those guys are fucking douchebags. They talk about French shit, and it's just a lot of fucking bullshit.
Lots of surrendering and shit going down in the
They want
PQ.
to not be in Canada, and it's totally not cool with me.
Okay, let's talk about something
Yeah,
more relevant to
yeah.
our audience. Okay.
You know, like, you can get out.
Okay, so what's the most
In all
interesting?
seriousness, this is Connor.
So Lionel's Connor.
What's the most interesting
Who's the
that happened,
fuck's
guys?
Connor?
Fuck off.
All right, in the last week, what's been cool?
What's the
What
most-
has been cool?
All the time.
I only
Oh.
said
Allison Redford resigned.
Who
Nobody
cares? This
gives
is
a
irrelevant.
fuck. God
No,
damn.
nobody
I care a
cares.
little.
No, nobody cares. Not even us. I don't care.
We care outside of this, and we don't.
We're
care
too cool
outside
to
of
care.
We're too cool to
Too cool to care. That's hashtag.
I slept a
hashtag.
grand total of 13 hours this week.
You counted?
Approximately.
Whoa, dude.
I slept a
That
granny this week.
That doesn't even make sense.
I slept with a granny.
That makes more sense.
Was it your granny? Mine?
She's dead, so
That's
yes.
Shit.
She recently dead, or
She's
Recent
still,
enough.
Still warm.
Define granny.
once she dies, all titles cease to exist.
But all tightness doesn't.
Oh!
Okay.
Rigor mortis.
There we are. All right, there's the podcast.
This is
Alright,
this
next
is
week,
the
guys, we'll talk
necrophilia
about
part.
Mac vs. PC. We'll be right back. We'll be right back after these messages from your
Probably gonna
sponsors.
this. It's gonna be.
Is your butthole too tight?
We should have fake sponsors, and that way real sponsors would be like, "Wow, they do a good job with that."
We should
You
do
talk about your
commercials.
cat with the tight butthole on
Are you
it? No, I
tired of
haven't.
cats
No, let's
putting you
Robin-
down?
Robin-
Hi,
Well,
my name's I'm Answer My Eyes Dave.
I'm Answer My Eyes Johnson. Here, Answer My Eyes Johnson, furniture and electronics. I can't see it. No.
Yeah.
No, listen,
Rick and Morty's
Wait,
cool.
I'm
Listen
listening
to
to
Robin,
So,
yeah.
speaking of tight buttholes,
X, you want to give it to you?
a good transition. Totally true. I had a cat who died because his butthole was too small. His butthole was so small he couldn't poop, and it, like when he did, it came out as like a pressurized spray. It was like, have you ever seen a snow making machine? How it's just a small hole, just like.
Or if you ever put your thumb at the end of a hose.
Yeah, exactly. So this cat could not poop, and it was just a little kitten. Yeah, it makes me sad now. Cute little cat could not poop, so it would have like 2 days of being totally cool, and then it would just meow all day long, like really sadly. And we're like, something's wrong with this cat. So we took it to the vet. They gave it an enema, and it like the thing was tiny. It was like, I don't know, 6 inches long, maybe, if even that.
The enema or the cat?
Yeah, the cat, and it shit out like its whole body weight. It shit out like. There was just as much shit as there was cat. And so then we're like, all right, maybe it's all good. Take it home. Doesn't shit for like 3 days. Starts filling up again. Starts meowing. So we take it for another enema. Does it again. And both times this cost like $90 or something. So we're like, this isn't good. And the vet said, yeah, okay, so we can do a risky surgery that might kill it and cost you $3,000 that might work. Or we can kill it. Oh my god. So our cat died.
Kill it for $40.
And then
I do freelance too.
we can cook it up for you for free. Oh yeah, my cat died because
Free
was too
range.
small.
No, he didn't die from the asshole. He died from the killing.
Yeah,
Basically, but-
you could have.
You murdered him.
But his asshole, he would have had a bad life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What a
Sometimes you
short
just gotta
bad
put
life.
down cats with tiny assholes, as my grandma used to say. Okay, it was better. There's subtext. Okay, it's written.
I'm sure.
You can't spell subtext without butt sex.
Actually, you can.
It's like almost true-ish. Holy shit! Subtext and butt sex. Oh, no.
They are not anagrams, not quite.
No, but they don't.
One letter off.
Are they?
I think so.
Butt sex, subtext.
Wait!
That's right.
It's an
Yeah,
anagram!
it's been a thing forever.
it's
You
an
guys didn't
anagram.
know that?
No.
It's an anagram!
You guys all gave me dirty looks when I was like at work.
No,
It's
I
been
think
around for
I
like
was
a
thinking.
bazillion years.
Well, fuck you.
Maybe
Been
the
around
butt
since
sex
butt sex has
community.
been around for that long.
Like,
I'm
yeah.
not part of
You
the
guys
butt
are just
sex
telling me
community.
about it.
You didn't know you could put it in her butt?
What the
Her?
fuck? Why is my
Her?
pocket thing
Yes,
going?
just tell
Is that you?
Oh crap.
Now that Maddie's gone.
Maddie's late for work.
And it's in the props tomorrow.
And he doesn't wear pants!
Doesn't wear
I think
pants.
for like we should maybe not for every podcast, but like for the next few podcasts, we'll come up with an idea during the podcast for what a sponsor should be, and then make a commercial on the fly for it.
No, it'll be the exact same sponsor every time in the morning where it's like,
Cat says.
Cat says, gotta give me my Mountain Dew or whatever.
Literally every sponsor just Cat says whatever. Cat says gotta have a conga to play music with.
It all started with the catnip thing, which is
Okay.
funny. If you watch the Sonic video, it's there at the beginning. Apparently, Robin laughed for like 10 minutes at that.
That
You
was really funny.
self-promoting anus.
I thought it was really funny.
Okay, we're on our own podcast.
And that's a sensitive topic, by the way. That's how it works.
Anus?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't use anus around me.
Why?
Because it's cat!
It's cat.
It's cat!
I don't give a fuck about your cat.
Oh, what?
He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it.
Wow. You scum.
Thanks. I should feel better about myself.
Alright, so who's got a story about why Connor's a piece of shit?
Bring it on, I can take it. I hate myself more than all of you hate me, so we're good to go.
Wow. That's
Whoa!
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, that's right.
What happened? I was out
We're
of the
gonna
room.
get real, we're gonna get fucking real.
Lionel.
That's what we're gonna do.
I like Lionel better.
Bring back Lionel. Bring back
I
Lionel.
can't do the voice anymore, I'm too sad.
You're too sad, are you?
Too sad. Oh, Lionel's back. Guys, I was gone for a while.
See, this is repression. I hate myself. Bring back Lionel.
We might see the first live suicide on a podcast. Holy shit.
Hear it. We might hear it.
We'll see it.
Death by conga drum.
Oh no, he's doing it.
Conga myself to death.
Until
It's
your
like for
hands
like
go away.
72 hours, I just conga until I die.
Well, probably just like this, like the hunger would kill you.
I think your arms would stop
the exertion,
working
yeah.
after like maybe.
Well, then I'll just start going. That'd be great.
So I got stuck in a car wash.
Okay.
Wait, like alone without a car or with a car?
I
You could have been like,
Stumbled
you
into
could have
it
been
by
like,
accident.
walking on, minding your business, and just took a wrong turn at the gas station, ended up inside a car wash.
No,
It's happened before.
I needed to wash
Read the news.
I needed to wash my car because
That was good.
I needed to wash my car because I had stickers that I needed to put on it, like student work stuff. And then, so I would go to I'm like, hey, can I have a car wash? He's like, which car wash? I'm like, the craziest one, whatever. I'll pay $15.
Look at the cat's crazy.
They shoot confetti and blood at you.
It's like mentally ill people just come and like wash it with their shit. And like write deranged scribbles.
Someone just screams at you.
So
Someone goes up here and just
really-
yells racial slurs.
We're really derailing this story.
we are. The story is the story actually isn't as great as you guys are making
And
it.
now we can't even top it because we made his story so
So I go to the car wash, and it's one of the automatic ones. So the car wash goes, and I still have like a fear of car washes because of Final Destination 4.
No.
That was a good movie.
Why?
What? No, that was no.
That woman's the stupidest person on the planet. She's like, oh, my sunroof's open.
Great impression.
Her doors wouldn't open. Her doors wouldn't open.
Carry on.
Her sunroof was stuck for some stupid reason. Anyway, besides the point. So we get to the car wash, and me and Jordan's with me, and it starts going. About halfway through, everything just stops. But it doesn't tell me like leave or anything like that. I was like, so am I supposed to like move? I can't go anywhere because like the guardrails are in place, so I can't like move. So I pull out my phone and I'm like looking up the Shell's number so I can call the guy inside and get him to get me out of the car wash. And I look online and it's like, they close at 11, and I had asked for a car wash at like 10:56 or something. And he
You're a
still sold
fucking
it to me.
asshole, man. You're a dick.
Yeah, he
Holy
said
shit.
he's someone who works.
Fuck.
And
Fuck you.
I didn't know they closed
So
at 11.
bad.
It was a
The
shell.
worst.
It was a shell.
The worst.
I assumed it said they were open 24 hours. They're not open 24
Okay,
hours.
that's their fucking fault then. But goddamn, those people
Right,
are
so-
fucking dickheads.
Well, it's not like I bought it at 9 and went at 10:56. It's like he sold it to me at 10:56.
Because he has to.
Yeah.
He has to stay open.
He
until,
didn't
like,
tell me that. So
What are you
but it
gonna do?
automatically shut off. So I'm calling him, and there's no answer. So we waited for like after 5 minutes. Thank God he came and like realized that he left someone in the car wash. He was pissed though.
he was pissed. Why? What does he have to be pissed
Because
about?
he only gets paid to 11, and now he's got to be there till like 11:20 or 11:15.
Yeah, his mistake also.
He
fucked-
should have
Yeah,
sold
it
me
is.
a car
No,
wash.
it is also, well, no, because you have to. You have to.
Well, then why didn't he remember, oh, this guy, I sold him a car wash. He's going to car wash. I'm not going to turn it off
He just
on
worked a 2 to 11 shift. He'd been there for 9 hours, and he just wanted to go home because he doesn't want to deal with fucking assholes at the gas
You
station.
know what? We're gonna say maybe it's a family.
He's so defensive.
There's so many sensitive
I'm not an
topics.
asshole. I
No,
came
no,
in and
no,
said,
no.
"Give me a car wash."
It doesn't sound like it's your fault, because if it did say it's open 24 hours, but it's like, no, if you show up to a gas station, like, 5 minutes before they close, you
If
are
you show up anywhere
you are
5 minutes
literal
before they
Hitler.
close.
You are Hitler.
Yeah,
You're
I told
fucking
you.
awful.
I told you about those guys who used to come in the restaurant every week,
Yeah,
right?
you have the same
So
thing.
Friday night, I
Same
close the
thing
restaurant every fucking week, which was fine. But it's 4 till whenever you leave, so usually 2 in the morning, which sucked. And we closed at 11, and these 4 guys walk in every Friday night at 10:55 and order 6 well-done steaks. It was like the fucking worst thing ever.
Really?
So yeah, it took it because they take
Maybe
20.
they're like a society of assholes.
No,
they
but it sucked.
and they just
And
go
Illuminati!
Illuminati.
It sucked 'cause I was already, and everything cleaned, I had all the shit turned off, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we had these steaks that take 20 minutes to cook."
Did it take 20 minutes to make a well-done steak? Really?
Yeah,
Shit.
if it's an 8-ounce one, it's like extra thick.
You
Yeah.
do
Okay.
the thing where
Because
it's
I had
like,
to turn everything back on and then
Yeah.
make all the other shit.
why don't you say like your place is open until a certain time, but it's like a half hour before you're like, we're not.
Because we're a
making
restaurant,
more
we're not a
food.
bar. We have to serve food right until we close.
Why? You don't have to do anything. I mean, I guess
Actually, we do.
because it's
Well, I mean,
Am I
that's
getting
what-
fired?
fucking
Anarchist
dictated by
over here.
company
Police are gonna
policy.
come
Yeah,
in.
Mr. Unemployed over here.
At my store, we close at 5:25. Like we
Unemployed
close
by
at 5:30, but we
choice.
close until it's at 5:25. We're like, fuck this. Someone
No.
can come in and look at colors, but we're kicking you out at 5:30. Fuck you. Like that's our business.
yeah, no, I
Wait.
mean, because like is your stuff corporate or is it just like a franchise?
It's
thing?
a franchise of a corporation.
Right, but if it's franchise, then you can kind of
Yeah,
do
you can
your own
put
thing
rules
alone.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
the
Yeah.
franchise owner.
Ours
really,
is-
he's,
ours
he's
isn't
the
even
guy
a
that's worked for
franchise.
the
Ours
corporation
is
for
part of
40
the
years, so
corporation.
we basically just we're a corporate place.
I remember one time at my job, because like we often have to worry about hurting people out of our store. One time this lady came in like 5 minutes before close just to browse through fucking spices. And you know what? It was after like literally we were sitting there like all of my coworkers were sitting there like at the end of the aisle by the tills, and we were just like watching her because we're like, dude, this lady's been
Our spices are alphabetized, and she's reached E. And it's 10 minutes past closing. It's been 15 minutes. It took her 3 minutes per letter. At this rate, that's gonna take her like 47 minutes to get to Z.
It's definitely not a multiple of 3.
Close it up.
Fuck, whatever.
I told you about the fucking dog lady who comes out at 11:55 when we close at midnight, right? No? Holy shit. Okay, so on Friday nights we close the pool at midnight, and so this fucking woman comes in, and I assume she was blind because she brings a dog out, and like you can't have a dog at a pool, but it says service animal on it, so I'm like, alright, you can have your dog. She comes out at 11:55. I'm like, why do you want to go to a pool for less than 5 minutes? Are you stupid? So she goes,
She's blind.
Maybe
She
she's
can't
see
see
not
time.
find it.
She's not blind. She just has a service dog.
Yeah, maybe she's autistic.
No, I asked her, or like she told me. I didn't even give a shit.
I asked her.
She
Yeah, it's
told
very
me.
aggressive.
Are you autistic?
What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why'd you go to the pool? 5 minutes before, goes, are you autistic? Like, seriously?
She told me, she's like, oh yeah, I'm allergic to benzoyl. Alright?
So the dog smells it first?
Yeah,
I was
what-
gonna say it's a sniffer dog.
I'm like, alright, well, what's benzoyl? She's like, oh, it's contained in adhesive materials like tape. I'm like, okay.
Hey, dogs
So she
that
must be
protect
so-
you from tape.
Why the fuck do you have a dog?
It's fucking tape dog. It's
She's,
just a
yeah,
tape dog.
she's like, oh yeah, he smells it in the air, so if there's tape around, I'll leave. I'm like,
So you just like get
But
a
maybe
bag
she's
full
like
of duct
so
tape.
allergic. Maybe she's so allergic that if it comes near, she just dies. Like she just instantly dies.
it's like the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
The dog just drops it.
she has a new dog every week.
I'm feeling you were like this close to bringing out the scotch tape.
No, I carry around band-aids with me because kids cut themselves all the time. So I like it like band-aids are sticky, obviously. So I could have just right there gone, oh really? It's midnight. Get the fuck out! I have a band-aid.
Hold on, I have a bandit. I'm not afraid to use it. Back up.
Exactly.
Back the fuck up.
But yeah, it's like, and then her other idea was, oh yeah, the dog carries around my EpiPen with him, and I'm like, can't you carry the EpiPen? Why does the dog need it?
Because she gets hysterical when she gets affected by her allergy.
So that's
she
not even that useful.
the dog has to actually inject the EpiPen into her because she can't do it.
Because the
Because she's too
EpiPen
hysterical.
comes in like a little bag, and the bag has adhesive tape on it.
So the dog has to open it, but then he smells it and dies.
That's why that
And then
dog has its own service
Yeah,
dog. And you
and
can
yeah, when
swallow
he
the dog.
dies, like there's a heartbeat
just
monitor
like-
that another little dog.
it's like
comes.
It's
a
got like a
golden
little
retriever.
pouch attached, like has like a mini puppy inside.
It's like a golden retriever, and then like a Shetland Terrier, and then a Yorkie.
It's like a
and then
Russian. It's like a
Chihuahua.
Russian doll.
All this
dog.
helping each other. Yeah, the nesting doll dog.
Yes.
They're all walking each other as well.
So is this a good time for the weekly pool story segment?
Yes.
No, this is an old story, but I can bring back. I can
Welcome
bring back
to the
a
weekly pool story. Now,
I
Robin.
You're making like wave noises or something. Hello, friends. Welcome to the pool story. So natives, right? No.
Can they even swim?
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's a different stereotype.
No, okay.
Is that also
That's
for,
black people.
But is it also for native
No,
people?
I don't
obviously they.
Well, no, native people don't.
They
are
swam in
water,
rivers and
drown
shit.
every night.
They
Like,
invented
Wow.
water.
in alcohol.
They invented water.
That's horrible.
Wow, let's stop being racist.
Okay, so anyways,
Swimming in
so
fire water, like, what
these,
up?
these guys are in the pool, and so one guy, you ever seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine
Oh,
Chief Broom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
slightly smaller, so, you know.
Well, that's
Still
like,
big.
Still big,
very large.
but yeah, but just not gigantic, just
Yeah.
big. And then another guy, just some, I don't know, 35-year-old white guy with his wife there. So,
Did he get stabbed?
no. Chief Broom's in the pool there, and he's just playing volleyball with some kid or something. And then, I don't know, he bumped the white guy with the ball or something. So the white guy kind of just was like, whatever, and threw it back to him, but I think he hit him. I don't know. Really bullshit problem, and like, I didn't really see it. And then I start walking over, and Chief Broom there is getting all up in his face for a second, and then the other guy's like, alright, it's cool.
I don't want to get stabbed.
Yeah, and then the fucking Chief there is just like, fuck you, man! or something. And I'm like, what? I'm starting to walk over pretty quickly. He's like, no! And he starts flipping him off, like, right in his face. He's like, right up there. He's like, fuck you, dude! No, fuck you, asshole! Or something. And I'm like, okay, this is not okay. There's kids around, so like I walk up and they're in the shallow end. So like I walk all the way up. I'm like, are you guys okay? You need to calm down. You need to hop out, something like that. And so like Chief there, he starts backing away, but he never breaks his like eye contact with this other guy. He just keeps this death stare, and he stares, and he gets out of the pool. He gets all the way out, keeps the stare on. He walks all the way around the pool to where our hot tub is. So this is like 100 meters almost. He keeps his fucking stare on. He stares the entire way
He
around.
leaves the pool. He gets into his car. He drives out the parking lot, still staring.
Gets
He
into
goes
a car
home.
accident.
He's dead
He
now.
cooks some eggs, still staring.
But for real,
Chops onions, still staring.
Oh,
shit.
Just tears streaming down his face.
So he gets in the hot tub, and now he just lays back comfortably, still staring. He does not break his gaze, and then finally he relaxes a bit. I'm like, all right, the problem's over.
That's the hot tub.
Like I don't know, maybe 10 seconds after that, gets out of the hot tub, starts the death stare again. Now he starts walking towards the deep end where we have a big like water slide type thing, like just a slide, not a full water slide.
Drowning kids, just like
He keeps staring at the guy, and then I'm like, hey man, are you okay? Like, I don't know what went on, but just take it easy. He's like, I'm okay.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, all right. And he's like, is this slide open? Like, yeah, go ahead, have fun. And slides open. He's like, good.
Oh, this is fucking scary.
Keeps the stare, like the whole time he was talking to me, he kept the stare on the guy. Keeps the stare on the guy, starts climbing up the slide.
Still staring.
Gets to the top of the slide, still staring. And then now he's like, alright, it's fun time. But he's still keeping the stare until like he starts going down the slide and his legs go flying up in the air. He's just like, woo! Or something as he's going down. Super excited, and he's just like having so much fun. Hits the water, resurfaces, fucking stares. And then like after that, he started to chill out. But like I was working, the other lifeguard I was working with there, I'm like, "Are you seeing this?" And he's like, "What, the death stare?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he just stared a guy down while going down a slide." Like, how do you do that?
Some pro level death.
It was pretty amazing.
Just slide open. Good.
Good.
The greatest thing.
It's like if I was in that situation, I wouldn't have thought I'd ever be like extremely scared by someone saying something about a water slide.
Slide open, buddy.
It's like, Jesus Christ! He's gonna use it as like a bludgeoning tool.
No girls
Kick up the
allowed.
whole slide.
She's the one exception.
No.
This has been
She
your
won't
cool
speak,
story.
don't worry.
This has been the weekly pool.
Cool story.
And now back to Mac versus PC.
So
Our
Mac,
we should get our thing. We'll get it put on iTunes in the technology section.
And we'll call
Abop, the Mac
no,
versus
no,
PC
just the Mac
debate.
versus PC podcast. The Mac versus PC weekly
We'll get
podcast.
so many people who come in like, I don't know, it's interesting. Max versus PC. Never talk about it.
No.
well, we're gonna get to it eventually, right?
Eventually,
Right,
yeah,
eventually.
of course, we'll get
to it.
next time, right?
Yeah.
We'll
This
get
time.
next
We just
time.
ran out
We'll
of
get to
time in this thought, and now we're moving on.
I'm trying to think of what happened to me in the last week that's interesting, but really not anything interesting has happened. We're coming up to the end of the school year, and, you know, we're just doing a lot of things. And that would explain why we haven't had a whole lot of videos being posted recently, just because everything's very busy.
Crazy busy.
But, like, very soon, the school year will be over, and then exams, and then poop!
Well, you're describing my summer at this point.
We're just gonna shit all day. All fucking day.
And we'll record it for you. Each of our shits. It'll be excellent.
We'll compare.
Are you allowed
Big
to
bar
Instagram
graphs.
pictures of poop?
That's literally all my brother uses Instagram. He got an Instagram. Actually, it's not always just pictures of his poop. It's usually him, like, just the shot of his legs with his pants down. And that's it. Just like, so you can see the bottom of the toilet and his legs with his pants down. That's it.
Yeah.
Bad shit.
Dustin
Yeah.
Snapchatted me while he's pooping.
Yeah, he
Like
just-
at university, he was like sitting in the toilet and he sends me a picture and it's just him in the stall. He's like, guess what I'm doing? I'm like, well, you're obviously pooping. So thanks.
Didn't Adam phone you one time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Adam is a friend of ours. He's been in a couple of the videos. He wore the Finn hat in the behind the scenes videos. Really
He
skinny
lost his
dude.
tooth last week.
Yeah.
Did he
No,
find
he
it?
lost his tooth
Yeah, he
like
found it again.
long. No, he
Oh,
lost
he
his tooth
lost
a long
his-
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
he
actually
lost
in his
his fake
backpack.
teeth.
It was in his backpack, so he just put it in there drunkenly.
But yeah, no. So Adam and I were talking one day back in junior high, and yeah.
Sorry.
Fucking, you want to step? Are you stepping?
I'm just going to the bathroom.
Are you stepping? Yeah.
Where does that? I don't get that.
There's another
Previous
road.
podcast.
Yeah,
Previous
last
podcast.
Yeah, last week, which totally was recorded last week and not like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, no, totally. And so Adam and I were talking at the end of the school day, and I was like, okay, cool, see you later. He's like, I gotta poop. I'm gonna call you when I poop. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm totally gonna give you a call while I'm pooping. I'm like, okay, fine, see ya. So I get home, and I can't remember what I was doing. I was probably sitting there watching TV or playing a game or whatever. And I get a phone call, and I look, and I see it's Adam. I'm like, oh, dear God, no. And I answered, I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, guess what I'm doing? And I'm like, are you pooping? He's like, fuck yeah, I'm pooping. And that was it. And then he just hung up. But he didn't have the fan on or anything, so it was sort of a really unpleasant experience for him.
I don't poop with the fan on.
Yeah,
I
you
usually
the
don't.
fan's so
Usually I
fucking
do,
annoying.
but it's like I don't
It's
smell my
fucking,
own
it
poop.
distracts you.
Yeah. From what?
I like to hear that.
I am a very one-track mind. Pooping is pooping
Matt poops
time.
like this. Just
Yeah. I think my ass off. I'm there. It's my life.
he's
my
in there for
Here,
like
Carter's
2 minutes.
pose.
Yeah, the thinker.
I go through tough times. I'm in the bathroom.
So you guys never get to hear the sound of it actually exiting your anus, do you?
I got a hairy ass. So it wouldn't make any. It wouldn't make
It's the
any
subtle
noise anyway.
squish.
No.
Just the look George just gave.
I-
He's like, no. But
Have we not talked about poo one episode?
yeah, we have. But sorry, just the fact
We
that.
just talked about his cat
Okay,
died.
now to
from
the
poop.
poop story.
Have you ever like allowed like a tennis ball to like slip through PVC pipe?
Yeah.
And it just gotta go or something. Poop. When it exits you, it's just a very, very quiet, just kind of
Yeah, no.
before it bloops.
My butt's silent. Like,
Mine is too.
Speaking of loud butts,
Silent but
this morning I had the most brutal fart I have ever had in my entire life. My asshole was sore afterwards. I
was a good one.
I was just walking to the back office at work, and then this. I didn't even feel it come on. I was just like,
maybe next
Did
time
I-
you fart, you're gonna have like a.
I was sitting here going like, no, I was touching my ass. I'm like, is it wet? Like, did I poop myself? Like, am I okay?
I'm gonna
I
prolapse
was
and
okay,
die.
but it still hurts.
You just farted now, didn't you?
Nope.
It
No, that'd be
smells-
me.
Oh.
Both Alex and Robin both drank fart at the same
They
time.
put their hands up.
Like, then we had 5.
And it was awesome.
We did it.
Yeah, poop.
Fucking butts, man.
Okay, so here's a topic.
Really weird.
What's the stupidest thing you've ever done? Because I got mine
Wow.
recently.
Stupidest thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've done a lot of
All
stupid
right.
shit.
Here's
I
something that's
touched
pretty.
someone's
Pretty much
fucking
all of my
stupid.
relationships would count,
Everybody has stupid relationships, though.
but all of mine.
Yeah, yours are special. But
I touched a brown guy's turban.
I remember that.
How stupid
like
of you.
offensively,
Who wasn't
or-
Like-
that dude's turban?
It's horribly offensive.
Oh, that was in junior high.
That was.
Again.
And
it
I
was
did that
during
in junior high as
It was
well.
during the wrestling thing.
You did?
I knocked the guy's turban off in junior high. Yeah.
Yeah, but his like unraveled.
Mine and his unraveled too.
Yeah,
So did his
yours. No,
powers.
our guy came off like a hat.
As soon as he knocked it off, he just.
I like
noodles.
squeezed the top of it.
He was actually a
It was
mummy.
really stupid.
Without his permission, or
Yes.
Whoa!
you're a bad person. When was this?
I wasn't thinking.
How
Did he
old
go?
were
Did he
you?
go? Wah, wah.
Yes, you
How
so
old
No,
were
he
you?
probably went.
This is
"Grant
To be wishes.
This is one of the very few times I've made a completely unconscious, retarded decision. I sat there and he was talking to my friend, who was also named Matt. So he was talking to my friend Matt, and I was just standing there, like, listening to him talk. I was really interested. I looked over. I was like, huh, that's really interesting. And then, like, without even thinking or, like, being able to control myself, I reached up and just, like, squeezed it. maybe he hypnotized you. And he
Definitely
just,
racist.
I heard the flutes. And then he just fucking stopped, stared me straight in the eyes, and went, "What the fuck, man?" And I was like, "I don't know, I'm so sorry." And he was like, "You don't just fucking do that." It started getting louder and louder. I was like, "I don't know what I did. I'm so sorry." Ah!
You basically insulted all of like 3 billion people.
Why?
At the same
When
time.
was this? How old were you?
I was like 17.
So it was recent.
No, I was like
kidding.
16. Sorry, grade 10.
That's
It was grade
been a
10.
while.
Okay,
Oh,
It's like 4 years
That's
ago.
Back when he had the bad hair too.
Yeah, we'll go this way. Okay, I'll think one stupid thing I can think of. Back in grade 6, there was a provincial election going on, and a local news channel came to our school, and they were just like asking kids, oh, like, you know, various questions about the election. It's like, which is fucking stupid, because what the fuck do we know? We didn't know anything. So I'm thinking, that's like my main
Still
excuse.
know
Like,
anything.
we didn't know anything. But they still went around, and they had 4 of us sitting there on a table in the library, and they went up to each of us with the camera and asked, like, oh, who do you think's going to win the election? Of course, every fucking person's just going to say whatever their parents are aligned with, because that's just what happens with young kids. The lights all turned off. It's so dark! I can't see anything!
Alex is raping me.
Okay, guys.
This is the most poorly designed house.
And now
in the
there's an
entire
extra
world.
person in the room.
Anyway, so they were asked. So I was the 4th person asked. They went for the first person. Like, all right, who do you think's going to win the election? Oh, I think the Conservatives are going to win the election. Next person, who do you think's going to win? Oh, I think the Liberals are going to win. Then who? The next person, who do you think's going to win the election? Oh, I think it's going to be the Conservatives. And they get to me. Who do you think's going to win the election? I was like, I'm not sure, but I think it's going to be the Liberals or the Conservatives. On fucking TV, I said this. I was on TV, and the only thing I ever said on TV was this fucking stupid thing I just said.
No, that's not true. We were in Stampede, and another thing you
yes.
screamed was "Bro!" really loud.
That was Adam.
Was it Adam? I thought it was
Yes,
you.
no, we were at the Stampede, and they had the camera set up, and then Adam walked by and smacked me in the chest, went, bro, and pointed at the thing.
And then we got
The
chased
only
away
thing
by
I did
security.
was, like, there was someone interviewing, and then I walked behind them, and I was like, Mom! Mom!
That's awesome.
It's so good.
Okay, Robin.
So mine happened like really recently, like within 2 weeks. So I was out drinking and had more than I should have, and I didn't eat and stuff. So like it affected me like all at once. So I was outside on a busy street, and I really had to pee.
Oh no!
Like I really had to pee. So right on the front of a pot selling business or pot paraphernalia.
Yeah.
You're covering the
paraphernalia.
smell. You're destroying the other.
Yeah, I pissed right on the front door of it.
Really?
Yeah, and so I, zipped down, pissed it out, zipped back up, got ready to turn around, and a cop was in my face. He witnessed the whole thing, and they took me aside and, fucking harassed me for like 5 to 10 minutes. Threatened to like wipe my piss up with my sweater or something. They're being dicks, but so was I, obviously, because I pissed on a fucking business. So $500 ticket a little later. And
500?
500 goddamn dollars! Yeah!
500 for public urination.
For public urination.
I
At least you're not a sex offender.
I'm not a sex offender. That's good yet. But,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Wow, that's a steep
it
climb
was
for
sick.
peeing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did you pay it yet?
Yeah, I paid it.
Yeah. I just paid a parking ticket. Did you know you can pay parking tickets at banks?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I didn't
You
know.
can
that.
get
I
parking
don't
tickets
mind,
wherever.
actually.
Like you could just throw money in the wind and it pays your parking ticket. Like really.
They just need to make sure you've parted with your money.
Yeah.
Not including that public urination ticket, I also have 3 parking tickets in the last month.
Are they from the city or are they from?
2 from
like,
the city, 1 from the university.
I have 2 different parking
those
tickets, so I
values.
can't park at like 2/3 of the city's parking lots because if
Yeah,
I park
park on
there,
Diamond.
if I park there, they will tow me.
So same. I also have 2 unpaid ones from those. I should really start paying for parking. Although overall, like I get away with it so much that
Yeah.
paying the parking tickets is actually worth it rather than paying
Yeah.
for parking.
That's the same thing with mine. Like one day I just was so late that I couldn't go through my usual ruse and go into Kingsway Mall and buy a coffee and then go out. I actually had to park like right beside Nate and then run across the street to school. And then 2 hours later came back, had a parking ticket.
They're always watching.
Yeah.
Alex,
Alex too.
I don't know. I think.
What, you think you're better than us?
Yes, actually, but I don't know the actual story. But I know I hang out with Connor like a lot because we've known each other for what, like
7, 8 years now.
7, 8 years now. Yeah, so really long time. I feel like fairly often I'll tell him a story about something that I think happened to me, but it was actually happened to him. And I just internalize it and I just think like, this is my story. I'll be so popular if I tell him this thing that's really cool and neat, and it's like that actually happened to you instead.
That made me sad.
That's weird. That's very
Wow.
cute.
Okay.
I also kiss him a lot too. When he's not looking, and then
You also claimed, you also said on this podcast that you want to butt fuck him and he wants to
no,
butt
out of
fuck
the
you.
choice of all the people here,
Well, there was a girl in the room, so
I feel more trusting of Connor than you guys.
sorry, Matt. If you choose one person,
Yeah,
I
you
still
gotta
choose
choose
Alex.
I still got the most votes.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
because he's got a nice ass.
Nobody can deny that.
And I'm pretty sure he like afterwards he wouldn't be weird about it.
Yeah,
Like he'd just be like, yeah, bro, cool.
I'd be like, yeah, it was a shitty situation. If you know
Yeah, I had to do it. Yeah.
You didn't tell a story though.
No, I can't think of anything. I don't.
They're all
But
good.
tell
Tell
the-
Connor's
Tell the
story.
Fuzzy Peaches story.
No,
come
that's
on.
inappropriate.
Oh wait, wasn't there one earlier today that we were saying you should tell? Yeah, maracas. It's not about
Oh,
you.
okay, it's not about me, I guess.
close enough.
Just tell a story. It's funny.
I guess it came downstairs into the basement, and then we have a computer room off of the main basement or whatever. So you go in there and open the door, and my older brother was watching porn, which wouldn't be too bad, but it was porn of a girl like sitting or like doggy style, I guess, but she literally had a maraca in her asshole.
Was she shaking it?
How would you find that? Would you have to Google it or
Yeah.
like,
Maraca in asshole.
Maraca in asshole? Yeah, I'm sure if we did, we probably could find the actual video because I don't.
We'll upload it later.
How many of them could there possibly be?
Probably a lot. You'd be surprised.
There's probably some imitators by now.
Yeah, that's one.
I don't know. I can't think of any stories.
Yeah, Alex's aren't dumb.
Yeah.
No, you guys are just too
you guys
fucking pussy to
Yeah.
say it.
He let Alec
No,
be his
I see-
roommate.
First of all, Alex too got a job at a gas station. That's stupid.
Okay.
And you did something stupid.
I'll open the floor if anyone knows of something stupid.
You
I
let
did.
us hang out here
You've done way too many
in
stupid
your
things.
home.
Oh, why is that stupid?
I don't know.
You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see why it's...
Everything's gonna be
Golly.
upside down.
Yeah.
Upside
You
down
made
is
you
gonna
made an
be-
Instagram account that you said you'd only take pictures within like 5 feet of a toilet.
And I did.
That's
I'll
not
have you
stupid at
know.
all. Yeah.
I will have you know I did. And they are some very beautiful pictures. There's one with plungers.
So
They're like hugging. Two plungers.
Right, Connor?
previous
Well,
relationship or two.
Mine's actually similar to Matt's in that it's racially insensitive. Back when I was, I think, 10 or 11, there was a federal election going on. And do you remember that?
Sounds like Luke's story too.
Yeah, similar.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like a combination.
And he pissed all over this.
Oh my God.
During the election.
No,
And
no.
neutralized.
That was offensive to Spanish people.
Nice. The candidate for our riding for the Conservative Party was either Hindu or Sikh or whatever. I don't want to say his name because he's noteworthy
Malik
person.
Ishtar.
Malik Ishtar.
No, but so he was campaigning around our neighborhood, and he had a large group of people with him, and they were giving out brochures and just talking and whatnot. And so they come to our door, ring the doorbell, and I was the first one. We had the door locked, and my mom always told me to look through the people and call me to answer the door. So I looked through the people, and I'm like, there's a large group of brown guys outside. Know what I should do? Yell that to my mom. So I yelled at my mom, not brown guys. Hey mom, there's a bunch of Pakistani people outside, really loud, so they could all hear it. And my mom comes running down, opens the door, makes me go away so they can't see me, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. My son's kind of a dick." So yeah.
No.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
still.
that one you're young enough to get away with it.
Yeah,
Still, I
did
could have
some
not
pretty
done
stupid
that.
stuff when I was little. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. Recently, all my relationships, I'm just going to stick with that. Dated a girl that later turned out to be a heroin addict.
They all
Yeah,
turn out to
that's
be
true,
heroin
isn't
addicts.
it?
Yeah, well, she's clean now, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which one?
The first one,
Oh,
grade 10.
yeah.
Yeah, like full
She's
crazy.
fucking crazy, man.
Full crazy.
Here's another stupid one when I was like a lot younger. I was riding my bike with my friend, and we passed this car that looked kind of nice, but it was just whatever. So we just looked at it for a second because we got nothing to do. And so then I was like, "Oh yeah, it's a pretty nice car." And he's like, "I dare you to spit on it." I'm like, "No, you spit on it." And I kid you not, he's like, "I don't know how to spit." And I was like, "You're a liar. You know how to spit." Turns out he wasn't bullshitting. He was just stupid. He didn't know how to spit.
Nice.
And I don't know how that works, but yeah, he didn't know how to spit. So he's like,
So wait. Did you say like? Did you try to teach him? And he was
It's
like,
like
just like,
Titanic.
and he just like very pathetically just like went.
Oh, it's going to
So
dribble
I was like,
out.
alright, fine, I'll
crying.
spit on it, whatever. And I spat on the guy's car, and it was like a big loogie on the window, like the driver window. Turns out he was in the car. Yeah, he was in the car.
How does that turn out?
I think he was changing a CD or something, so he's kind of bent over, so I didn't see him right away, and the windows were slightly tinted, so I didn't see him right away. So spat on the car, and we were like, alright, that's enough of that, and we rode away. And so I'm just riding along all merrily, not thinking about it for like, I don't know, 10 seconds or so, when a car comes roaring up behind.
Hey!
Yeah, just car comes roaring up, and I'm like, oh, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Guy, not kidding,
He whips it, I don't know, into neutral, into park, whatever he did. The car was still moving as he opened his door and got out.
Holy shit.
He grabbed, with just his bare hand, he grabbed my back wheel, my back tire, just grabs it, like fucking barehanded, and throws me off my bike. And I'm pretty small. I was like 10 or, I think I was 10 years old.
Jesus,
He just
this
grabs
guy's
it and
kids.
throws me off the bike. I'm like, holy fuck, something's
I'm
wrong.
about to be raped.
Yeah, and this guy was a total asshole. Of course I was too. But then he just grabs me and he shoves me up against the car. He's like, fucking clean that off. And I was like, all right, now I'm terrified. So I like rub it off with my shirt or something. It just makes it worse. And then he asked for my phone number so he could call my parents and stuff. Like, it was really awkward. So
Did you call your parents?
What did
Yeah.
you put on his car?
I spat on it.
I guess it kind of, it's more just embarrassing than stupid. I went to Stampede for a couple years before I went with Luke, so I was with this other guy, and I'll describe it. You have to walk down this huge hill, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about there when you...
Yeah.
Yeah. You walk down a big hill, there's a bunch of cars parked there, obviously, so we're walking down, and you know how sometimes people put those little, smiley faces or whatever on the antennas? Like the little balls on top of them?
Yeah.
So I was walking with my friend, and he, like, pulled it back, like, all the way horizontal, and then let it go, and it, like, whipped back up, and the thing shot off and flew away. We couldn't find it anymore, so we're just like, whatever, it's gone forever. And then just went home, and then we're at home, and the doorbell rings, and the guy who lived at the house saw us fucking with his car, and, like, came and told the people we were staying with that we were being dickheads to his car, basically. So we just had to go and apologize to him, but it's like, I still just feel like I'm getting all embarrassed just thinking about that right now, because it's like, oh man, why would you do
Somebody
that to
asked me
someone
like that
else?
yesterday.
Yeah, so
I have a
fucked up.
car-related one that's not mine, but my godfather's, who's my dad's best friend for a long time.
He's a curse, dude.
Yeah, he's like that, you know. Basically, they were young and stupid, and they did incredibly dumb things that make us look incredibly intelligent.
Because we are.
Yeah, like, you know, car surfing and
Well,
stuff
we're all
like that.
MP kids, right? Like,
But
Oh, Luke did
What-
that.
what,
Car surfing.
Yes,
no, but I mean, like, standing on the hood on the highway kind of car surfing.
No, God, not that.
Like, legit.
Luke lay down on top of a car, and then we drove down the wrong way of traffic.
Not while I was on the roof.
You were on the roof for that?
Nope.
Are you sure?
At that
Pretty sure you were.
No.
Because we rounded the corner, and your feet, like, flew off the side of the car.
That was when we weren't driving down the wrong way. I do remember specifically driving down the wrong way. I'm almost certain I was inside the car when they did that. We went. I think we only did that when I was on your roof when we were like near the house we were staying at. And it was like within the block. We just kind of drove around that block. I think it was fun.
Yes,
So, back to my story. So, they progressed from car surfing to, like, Dukes of Hazarding things. So, jumping their cars and sliding across the edge, which is fine. But then he tried to jump in through the window, and he could never get it quite right. So he's like, fine, fuck it. I'm going to get out of the car while it's moving instead. So his plan for this was, while the car was going probably like 10 kilometers an hour, pretty slow, he opened the door, held on to the frame of the door in the car, and started running as fast as he could with his feet in the air, and then just let go with his feet moving. And so he went, poof, right on his face. Instantly stands up and goes, I know what I did wrong! Let's do it again! And he kept trying. So yeah.
did he finally get it?
No.
He
kept falling on his
he
face.
died that night.
You could talk about
Ah,
stealing the
fart.
best thing.
Oh yeah. And another of my my dad and their friends, because they were wonderful people, is they had the Theft of the Year contest. Whoever could steal the best thing. So the first year,
sounds like fun.
That sounds like so much
it's
fun.
excellent.
like-
So the first year it was things that aren't nailed down, and the second year it's things that are nailed down. So for the year of things that aren't nailed down, they stole stuff like traffic signs and, you know, random shit like that.
Things that can't be traced.
Traffic signs aren't nailed down?
No, they're not.
It wasn't traffic signs. It was
you
like
remember when we
roadwork
moved the
signs.
traffic
Stuff like-
signs
roadwork signs,
around the
cones,
pothole?
stuff like that.
Temporary
But-
ones.
But then the thing that won was they took baby Jesus from the town nativity scene and held it for ransom. Like they sent
have
some
Jesus.
notes to city hall with like a picture of Jesus tied to a chair and shit, and it made the front page of the paper.
That's awesome.
And then like they were like, well. Then the police got involved and were like looking for baby Jesus, and so they're like, fine. So they just put it back. But that won. And then for the year, the things that are nailed down, it got a little more intense. Like, you know those big banners that they hang across overpasses over freeways and stuff? They're like, check stop ahead and stuff like that. Well, they stole one of those, and they stole a stop sign and a traffic light.
Wait, like the pole? Or like...
Remember
No,
when,
they just
remember
took
when
the sign
Boychuk was
off.
ripping poles out of the ground?
Yeah.
What?
And
I don't know if you were there, but it was like
The
Never mind,
thing,
we'll finish
the thing
story,
that
but yeah.
won was at West Edmonton Mall. You know those big directories? Like, they're not digital.
Inside the mall?
Yeah,
Like
inside the mall. Remember how they used to be? Where it was just like it was just written out in the thing, and it was just like a big glass case.
Yeah.
The big map.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my god.
the friend who did the running and stuff, his dad owned a machine shop, so they had these big coveralls. So him, my dad, and two other guys went and grabbed these coveralls, walked into West Edmonton Mall, picked up the directory, and left with it. And just took it. They just took the directory out
And
of
they
West
didn't
Edmonton
get
Mall.
it. Nobody followed them or anything.
They were like, "Oh, these guys are just doing some."
I know,
work
it's
or
like
something."
if you wear like
The right
construction
clothes,
worker
yeah.
gear or like overalls, people won't question
Yeah.
what you do.
So they just left with it and just took off. And I don't know what happened to it, but yeah.
Did they when they sent their ransom letter about baby Jesus to City Hall, did they use a cut up magazine?
I don't know.
letters?
I think they may have did
We
it with
have the
black
baby
marker.
Jesus. Because having pictures of him tied up to a chair is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, there's something like that. I can't remember exactly the details, but they did hold it for ransom and they did send stuff to City Hall. So yeah,
That's
theft of the
awesome.
year. And if you're listening and you're a police officer, please don't trace what we're about to do
Please
this year.
don't.
We're gonna have some fun this year.
Oh yeah, theft of the year.
But yeah, like I remember like when we
It's a
were
great
when
idea,
we were
eh?
part with
Yeah.
Boychuk, like before before high
Decorate
school
your
was
house.
over, we went to like Anderson's house, and then when we would walk around, Boychuk would try and pull signs out of the ground.
Oh yeah, okay.
He did I think he did once at least.
Yeah, I was
He's kind of left it on
impressed.
the ground. Yeah,
Really
he just
impressed.
rocks it back and forth and lifts it out of the ground like crazy man.
The only thing I've done is steal traffic cones. That's about it.
We stole a few.
I stole a really big one once.
I
Like
stole
one of those 6 foot tall ones.
That's funny.
Wasn't that traffic cone that got us like reprimanded at the border or
No,
something?
no, that's one I stole from Cineplex.
Yeah.
No, the big one I took and I put it in my car and it didn't really fit in my car, so I was like, well, fuck, I gotta get rid of this thing. It's really heavy. So I put it in my car and then I just left it on a bus stop. Yeah.
We stole some tent pegs from some 13-year-old potheads once.
That's rude.
It was
I bet
no,
the
it's
tent
funny.
fell down.
That's
They're like,
exactly it, yeah. So it was Canada Day a while ago. That's like July 1st for those of you who are bitches. Sorry to all the bitches. So
unlike, unsubscribe, don't comment if you're a bitch.
So we're just sitting and like there's this whole big park where people go to watch fireworks and stuff. Uncommon. So we're sitting beside, and then there's this little tent beside us, and these like they look like they're I don't know 13 or 14. These kids just keep piling in. It's like a clown car in there because there seems like there's like 20 of them in this tiny little tent. And then every
Reefer
time
madness.
every time they open it, a little puff of smoke comes out, and you can it's very obvious to everybody there that they're smoking weed inside the tent. Like you can smell it anywhere close, and there's cops all around and stuff. So I don't know, they're idiots. So they all leave to go, I don't know, find somebody to buy liquor for them or whatever it is. And then while they're gone, we're sitting there, we're like, all right, we're just gonna steal their tent pegs because that's funny. So because we were hoping, because it was on a hill, we were hoping their tent would slide all the way down. So we stole all of their tent pegs and hid them under this blanket we had, just for no reason basically. And they come back. And, I don't know, they've got this bottle of vodka now, and they light up another joint, and immediately the cops come, because it's such an obvious smell. And so they all get, like, taken in and all this, and, like, they're too young to have ID, half of them. So basically they say, all right, pack up your tent, you guys are gone. And so we're sitting beside them watching this, and they start packing up their tent, and they're searching for the pegs. They can't find the pegs. So they're looking, they're like, we don't know where the pegs are. And the cops are like, I don't care, just pack your tent up. We're like, we need the pegs. And we weren't going to say shit, so we kept the pegs. These kids got taken away. We still have the 10 pegs.
To this day.
Yeah, we gave one, there were like 4 of us who stayed there the longest, so we gave each person one 10
You
peg.
made a blood pact.
That's what it is. So like Dustin has one in his car right now. I don't remember what happened to mine, but yeah.
It's like the last person of us alive takes the 10 pegs
To Tontine.
and returns them to where they were taken from. And kills themselves.
With the tent pegs.
Sacrifice.
With the 10 pegs. I gotta have more stupid stories than this. I'm sure I have more. I just can't think of any right at the moment. When was I stupid? Oh yeah, that thing I said that was really stupid. The guy who phoned my work.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You told us about
I
this.
think you might have said that last podcast.
I don't remember.
Maybe not.
What was it was a witch root or whatever.
Mother's
it was?
wort.
Mother's
No.
wort.
Yeah, a guy calls and we sell food at our store, and he's a woman on the phone who's on speakerphone asks, "Do you guys sell mother's wort?" And I didn't understand what she said because I'd never heard that phrase before, so I couldn't really understand it. So I said, "I'm sorry, what? The mother's wort? Sorry, say that again. Mother's wort." It's like, oh, mother's wort. Oh, no, sorry, we don't specialize in ingredients for witch's brew. Oh, I'm like, it was a dumb joke, and in retrospect, I do regret saying it officially. Just I want to put that on the record.
I think that's funny. I really like that.
It's so funny.
That's good. I don't have any problem with that.
Cheesy as fuck. It was dumb. Okay, I hear like 5 seconds of silence, and I kind of like give a nervous stop, like, yeah, because I'm like, I'm just kidding, I don't know how this person's gonna react. Oh, oops. And then like this guy fucking comes on the phone. He starts fucking yelling at me like, "You fucking disrespect my family! We have health concerns, and you disrespect them! Hey, you were supposed to be professional! You have demonstrated pure unprofessionalism!" I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make a joke. Obviously, it was in poor taste. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to apologize." He's yelling at me, and then he hangs up on me. I'm like, wow, shit, that was a situation that could have gone down a lot better than it did. 3 minutes later, he calls back, very calm, asks to speak. "Can I speak to your supervisor, please?" I'm the acting supervisor. I'm like, "Sure." I give it to somebody else.
Hello? Speaking.
Supervisor here.
I got a problem with another guy. No, yeah, that was. He threatened to like call my bosses the next day, but he never did, and he was an asshole. He told he told the woman he talked to, who I work with, like, "I'm the president of this company." No. It's like, well, you're demonstrating unprofessionalism by yelling at me. At least I'm not yelling at you.
No,
I
he's
just
the
made a
president.
dumb
He's
joke.
allowed to do that.
Maybe the company should find out their president said this and has no fucking sense of humor and is an asshole.
Cool.
9 times out of 10, when customers are assholes and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna speak to your manager," it's like, you're not gonna come back tomorrow.
Yeah, you're a lazy asshole.
Yeah,
You're not a proactive asshole. You're not gonna do anything like that.
People all the time too. I just quit my job, but it's like people always would threaten if you didn't get their discount on gas or something like that. If they didn't get exactly what they wanted, they're like, "Well, I'll just go somewhere else and I'll never come here again." It's like, good. I don't give a fuck about you. Peace out. Like,
I
get
still
out
get
of
paid
here.
my
Exactly.
hourly
I
wage.
make my $10 an hour. I don't give a fuck what you do. Get out of here.
Ah, this couch is gonna break.
Coach break.
Body break. Yeah. They lost that Amazing Race. That made me happy.
Who did?
The Body Break couple.
The body break people were on the Amazing Race.
Yeah, man, they were on Amazing
Body
Race.
break.
Canada.
Body break.
They got
Body
out like
break.
they were like 4th or 5th out. It's like halfway through.
I don't know what body break is.
I used to watch cartoons all the time when I was a kid, and on the channel I most usually watched, there'd be like little things during commercials.
I watched Carl
It's like,
Sagan's program when I was a
diddly
kid.
my break.
I only watched Symposiums.
I only watched C-SPAN.
Yeah, C-SPAN. C-SPAN. Oh my god, who watches C-SPAN?
True intellectuals.
No, it's boring. It's watching the House of Commons.
Yep.
Like, I've been to the House of Commons and sat in. It's the most boring thing
It's
ever.
only funny when people prank call.
The architecture is really cool.
The
room's
architecture's
really
cool,
neat,
but
it's what happens
Who gives a
inside the
shit?
room is
Look
bullshit.
at a photo of it once,
It's
and then
like
you're done with it.
It's like this group doesn't like this group, who doesn't like this group, and this group doesn't
And nothing
give a
ever
fuck
gets
about
fucking
that.
done.
And they just yell at each other for hours on end. And then this group claps at this person yelling at this person. This group claps. This person yelling at this person. This person yells at everybody, and everybody claps.
Sounds like our podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. This gets a giant circle jerk. Yeah, see, only half of you clap.
I like Connor, the new president of the podcast.
You mean Lionel?
Lionel's dead.
Oh no!
Killed that nerfy bastard.
Died in horrible Nerf accidents.
Yeah, worst province.
Newfoundland?
What's the worst province?
PEI.
Fucking PEI. Why is that a thing? It's not even. It's a
Territories.
dot. It's not an island.
Northwest Territories? We were technically the Northwest Territories until 1905.
Shit. Yeah, well,
We were technically Prince
fuck
We were
1905.
technically Pangea until all of a sudden.
Fuck Pangea, death to Pangea.
Wow.
Bring back
So
Pangea.
Are we
Bring
still
back the supercontinent.
Pangea 2014.
Even if it's broken apart, you're still
Coney
Pangea.
2014.
Make Pangea famous.
Yeah, all borders are social constructs.
Well, social and political construct.
And geographical.
Well, not really.
They
geographic.
reinforce the heteronormativity.
The only real geographic
Okay.
border is Alberta
Hegemony.
and BC because there's mountains.
Based on their geographic outline, what's the prettiest province?
Saskatchewan.
My dick.
It's
PI.
literally just 2 straight lines.
I'd probably go with Saskatchewan. It's very, very nice.
It makes sense because it's like flat here and then flat there. It's like
and it's all flat. Like
everything. You can look at, you can stand on one side of Saskatchewan and see Alberta, like on the far end.
It's practical. I like it.
I like PEI because it's really small and it looks like Robin's cat's asshole.
So kind of all
Whoa,
blowing in
that's sensitive territory. Look at him. Look at that face.
Death
Oh,
glare.
He's
He's gonna ride a slide.
Go down the
He's going
slide.
down the
He's going down the slide.
Oh my
We definitely need to
For all you guys who
video
didn't
on
see
this.
it, he just rode down a water slide we have installed in Alex's basement.
It's pretty awesome. Actually, it's shitty. It's like 2 feet tall. It's one of those baby water slides.
You definitely have to animate that.
Oh yeah,
Holy
I
shit,
was
that'll work so
visualizing it
well.
as it happened. Don't you worry.
I just hope that coming down comes back up.
I gotta say, my favorite phrase, this is completely unrelated to everything ever,
Yeah.
but I just, no. My favorite phrase from the last week that I've read anywhere on the internet was, "It won't touch the bottom, but I'll fuck up the entrance." That guy on Reddit who was talking about his dick being a cheese wheel. Like,
That guy.
there was this thread or whatever. I
Oh,
can't
cheese wheel did.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
cheese
no,
wheel
okay,
did.
I thought-
Guys,
I
send that r/cheese wheel did. It was the top.
I thought I
top
told
today.
you guys this story, but I can't remember what thread it was, but I was just reading through it, and one of the guys was like, "Yeah, I'd give you my cheese wheel or something," and I was like, "What?" And the next one was like, "Yeah, it's my dick. It won't touch the bottom, it'll fuck up the entrance." And we're like, everyone's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it's like 4 inches long and 6 inches around." And we're like, "What?" It was great. I don't know. It just popped in my head randomly.
Chody.
Call it a cheese wheel.
I would like some cheese right now.
You go suck the guy's dick, get some smegma.
Don't tell
Sneak
anybody
peek
what
right
that's
there.
for.
That's a sneak peek. That's
Of
it.
something, a secret.
Goes for something.
Poor people.
M-Gems. M-Gems.
Yeah, we should have done it. Like, we should have made it like subversive.
Wake up your mind, Sherson.
Sure.
It's the singular of sheeple.
No more stupid stories, huh?
Well, I have tons. I'm just not sharing.
Well, fuck you too, motherfucker.
Where are we at?
You're tearing me apart,
It's
Connor.
basically an error.
Anyone else have the Red Wings?
What?
No.
Okay. I'm just checking.
What?
What doesn't he?
Like the Detroit Red Wings?
Alex?
Yeah.
You do?
guys-
Yeah.
You tried to deny it last time.
What is
Yeah,
it?
that's kind of how it goes.
All right, Red Wing stories.
What's Red Wing?
I mean, are we talking
Connor,
about?
Alex, Shelley.
They are original 6 hockey
No,
team
no,
based
no,
out of
no,
Detroit.
no.
There's also a shoe company.
They have
Also, no.
80 points, and they just lost today to Toronto, I think, unless they won. I think
We're
they
not
won,
talking
actually.
about hockey, are we?
No, we're not talking about
This
hockey.
isn't. This
Talking
is.
about hockey.
I think they have 82 points right now.
I assumed everyone knew what it was, so never mind.
Well,
What the heck?
What? It's
Share.
okay. Don't worry about it. Robin could tell.
They're in the
Okay,
second
goddamn
wild
it.
card position.
One of you assholes.
Please,
needs
someone
to talk.
explain
it's
it.
when you eat out a girl on her period and she bleeds up in your
Oh.
Up in your brain.
your brain.
Luke looks truly.
Bleeds straight to your brain. Yeah.
Luke looks truly horrified.
Oh, good. I want to make Luke puke on the podcast. That'll be fucking
Puke in the podcast.
awesome.
The puke cast.
We're gonna sample it. Puke at the podcast. Puke at the podcast. Puke at the podcast. Stop it.
Are you dick touching me?
Stop it.
Why are you doing that?
Stop.
Robin and Luke just touched penises.
Why are you doing
Quit, quit pulling your legs up, silly. Stop.
that?
You're getting really close.
You guys are so cute.
He's trying to take his belt off.
Robin, you gotta come with me, Robin. Come here. Come here. Come here. You go there.
Sit on my lap. Alright, so this has devolved into absolutely nothing.
Who's been to Disneyland?
Me.
Or Disney World?
No.
Really? I guess like most people have at some point.
Disneyland?
I had a very sad
Wait, so no
childhood.
one else besides me has been to Disneyland?
No, I have. I've
Oh.
been to Disneyland.
I was going to say 2 out of 6 is...
Did you get molested by Goofy?
7.
No, but it was weird.
That would have been
I was
hilarious.
there. I was there. I was walking around there
What?
with my
It's
sister.
more like roofie.
I was walking around the park with my younger sister and our cousin, who's probably her age, and I don't know. It's just not even really a story. It's just a funny thing that happened. Like they saw one of the mascots. It was I think it was Woody. It might have been Mickey or Goofy. Fuck, I don't even.
Or any of them.
Or any. It,
Ariel
it doesn't
or
matter. It's not important to the story.
Aladdin.
But they walked up toward him, and he sped up, walking away from them because I think his shift was over and he was going on break. And then they screamed like, "Come back, Goofy," or whatever. And he fucking booked it. The mascot from Disneyland fucking sprinted away, and they chased him, and he fucking ran. Chase. Yeah. And it's like, holy shit, that was really funny and weird. And then they got yelled at by some other dude who wasn't a mascot. He was like, "Don't chase the mascots. Don't chase the characters."
It's Michael Eisner.
When I was a lot younger, we thought it was funny. A friend of mine and I, same guy who couldn't spit on the car, by the way. We were riding our bikes again. We thought it was funny if we would follow the ice cream man around. So you'd follow him on your bikes for a bit, and he was bound to stop. And we'd be like, "Hey, can I get you guys something?" We'd be like, "No, we're good." And he'd be like, "You guys were following me." We're like, "Oh, we just like riding this way or something." He's like, "All right." And he goes start driving again. We just keep following him. And it gets to the point where he's like, "Okay, I'm sick of this." And like, his vehicle isn't very powerful, but it's still more than a couple of 10-year-olds on bikes. So like, he'd start to speed up, and then we like
Drive through a red light.
And then he'd like have to slow down for a turn or whatever. And we knew his path that he would always take. So he gets to this one light, and he's waiting at the red, but we know he's going to turn right. So we're waiting for him, and he's got his right signal light on. We're waiting for him. It turns green. He fucking pulls the left on, whips it around, and gets away from us. So we're like, holy shit, you really wanted to escape.
That's awesome.
I'm afraid you're gonna mug him.
Makes people uncomfortable.
A couple of 10-year-olds on bikes. Gonna mug him.
Fucking bike gangs.
Spit all over his ice
They
cream.
recruit. The bike gangs recruit younger and younger. What else
Hell's
happened?
Cherubs.
Disneyland. Tower of Terror is pretty cool. Made me scared.
I didn't go in that. I don't like the ones that go up and down very much.
Is the Tower of Terror 9/11? Or like the one
Oh my god!
It's just
No! We got so far.
9/11 the Pride. You can be either in the tower or in the plane.
They should make
It's a lose-lose.
They're gonna make 9/11 3D as a movie. I swear to God.
Oh, did you guys hear my Malaysian plane theory?
No.
They found it.
Not yet. Not
No,
for my
it's
story.
it's that same theory that was on CNN. They got sucked into a black hole.
Why they're the planes from 9/11?
Oh my god!
It's like Lost.
My theory is a bunch
And
of
Tommy
terrorists just stole the plane, right? Like, it's not crashed. Terrorists stole the plane and landed it on their private remote island. So they're going to
Their
use
evil hideout.
their evil hideout.
It's in the shape of a skull.
Just Skeletors in the back.
So they've got it hidden.
Hey man.
And they're going to use it, and they're going to take it and crash it into Ground Zero. Just to be like, fuck you, Ground Zero. You don't have anything built on you, but fuck you.
Wow,
Because that's how it works.
that would suck.
Also because that's how American planes land, if you don't understand the culture right, is that they think they all land by smashing into Ground Zero.
What?
Oh, no.
And we'll be back next week. We'll talk about Mac versus PC.
And scene.
And yeah, have a
Okay,
nice
wait.
life.
Let's end with.
Conspiracy theories. Does anybody have one that they believe in?
Of course not.
Not
insane.
There's some really good conspiracy theories. One of my favorite ones is that jars on like pickle jars, the lids are deliberately put on too tight so that women have to get men to unscrew them to constantly reinforce patriarchal norms because they need a man to do it. It's like,
That's great.
That's what we're gonna do. Was it
weirdly plausible.
best animal noise you could make?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's go from Matt.
I don't have one.
Okay, it doesn't even have to be an animal noise.
Okay, go get
Where
it.
is it?
I don't have it.
That's an
That's
elephant.
an elephant.
Yeah.
Elephant. Elephant up in this bitch. All right. So I'll do. What should I do?
Parakeet.
Parakeet. They just speak.
Luke, it's up to you. You don't
I'm
have to
a
do what he
parakeet.
tells you.
I'm a parakeet.
Luke, you don't have
I'm
to.
a speaking.
Luke, you don't have to do what he tells you. You make up your own things.
What? No, I want to do what people tell me things.
Fine, fuck, Robin.
Okay, no.
Fine, fuck me.
That's what we do on Spare Time anyway.
Okay,
Well,
fuck
everyone
it.
said they would.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fuck
He's
it.
not weird about it.
Give me any animal. Do it immediately without thought.
Cat. Michael Phelps.
Yeah, swimming.
Kitten Phelps.
I could do the goat, but I mean, So there's a little bit of a and then you can throw in a little bit of a arf for a seal.
Oh wait, no. Here's a goat. Because they do that.
Oh yeah, I guess I was more of a sheep.
Yours was more of a sheep. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Alex too.
It's a
Fish.
Snake. And then the slightly farther away rattlesnake.
Oh.
Ew.
Hey, wait, he hooked me up.
No, what?
It's a pile of rattlesnakes.
Wait, no, wait. A rattlesnake with a maraca.
Yeah.
A rattlesnake
Really
running
cool.
away.
Alex.
That's fucking pathetic. You worthless piece of shit.
Wow.
Human being.
Gets Connor quote.
I'm a Connor.
I'm an Alex.
You're both animals.
Yeah, so I don't do that often.
I don't do you
Animal noise. Whoa, shit.
I
That was a
Penguin.
That was a fucking tip top emu.
Yeah, no. I was more going for Castaway.
That
That's
was
okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I lost my voice a little bit, so I can't squeal.
Rawr!
If anybody,
I'm a bear.
if anybody doesn't have anything else to add, we'll end it now. We'll call it a day.
Beep beep. I'm a Jeep.
I have an Indian friend here. I'm a chief. All right, see you next week, everybody.
Racism. All right, cool. I'm leaving.
Like, comment.